Yeah, no, I've never raged on my stream.
How am I getting focused, bro? Slicker fucking through. Slicker fucking focused me, bro. Slicker, you fucking dumbass.
I don't know why my chat thinks that I ever rage on stream. Or like. Oh, hello, hi, hi.
Sitting here bitching. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
I saw this.
yeah, no problem, no problem.
I have to write this email. I'm angry.
Oh, you're writing an email.
Yeah, I mean, what is this?
Yeah, it seemed a bit off. I do agree that what you were saying, like the top four should be in different ones, was a little bit odd. Um,
Well, it's just I put in so much time.
yeah, I know
I
what you
think
were.
I make it through. It's not even about me. Like
Yeah, no,
I
yeah,
really
no,
want to make
I
it through my
understand, I
groups.
understand. Um,
But like, look at Duck's group. Look at David's group.
yeah,
It's
no,
insane.
this is the same with like the previous one. I think that I'm not completely sure, but my theory is that they adjusted the groups to not be the normal for like entertainment purposes, like content. Because like PogChamps, like it's
I know,
obviously
but
like
why would they fucking say that then?
Okay,
Then
okay,
say it. Then say
okay,
it.
but
Just
you
do
know,
it.
it's
They
like
fucking.
okay, it's like a competitive event, but it's also like an entertainment event as well,
I
you know.
agree. I
So
agree.
yeah, and I'm about
But
to
they
be like
should
Chess
just
TV in like
admit
one
it.
minute. I'm gonna be like Chess TV. So, uh,
Sorry.
no, it's okay, it's okay.
But they
No,
should say it
I
instead of like they
understand.
should admit it.
Yeah, I
And I would have
understand.
been more okay with it, but it's insulting for them to say that they rated it or they seeded it based off of
Oh,
rating and then
oh,
come out with these.
thank you so much, Andrew. I'll Venmo you for. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I agree. I'm sure they'll clarify. And I think you're still gonna do great. It actually could help you somehow. Um, but yeah, I understand your frustration, and I do I
What?
agree with like your. It does make sense. Like I think like what like you said is like in chess actually like there's this like standard pairing system like the Swiss. I
Well,
don't
I
want to get
know
into.
that things. Yeah. I mean, it's not just in chess. It's just in fucking every tournament. There's seedings for a reason. When
Yeah,
you
yeah,
base
yeah.
off seeding, it's first and last. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
It's
I
first,
get it.
last, eighth,
Mhm.
ninth.
Yeah.
First 16th, eighth, ninth. Second 15th. Like, I mean, I've done a lot of competitive things, and I know this isn't strictly competitive, but I wish it was more transparent at the start then, because I would have put in way less time.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
What
you're.
the fuck? It's so
It's-
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like some other people would put in less time too, and I feel like people who put in less time are getting rewarded. And it's like,
Yeah, I get it. You want competitive, fairness, right? I
well,
completely understand.
everyone started at the same level, right? Like, I didn't play any chess before this.
I guess some people are just naturally better. Like you had, I guess, more of a natural ability more than others. Since you're a competitive gamer, who plays like intelligence, like strategy-based games, so you're naturally gonna be better. Um, so, thanks for the sub, Mishka.
Anyway, like I said, it's not about. Once again, I'm pretty sure I make it on my groups. I'm putting in the most time. Like I feel good.
No, you're gonna do great. I don't doubt. I
So
think
it's not.
you're gonna win anyways. Like I honestly think I don't want to put pressure. I'm sure you're used to having pressure on you in competitive events, but I do
No.
think
I
that
plan on winning PogChamps.
yeah, that's what I want to hear. Um, I think that
It's
definitely.
nothing about that, but it's just I don't know. I've been screwed in a lot of these things, and it's so annoying. Like
So is your goal? Do you want them to change it to make it like more
yes.
Okay.
Look
Maybe
at
you
David's
could.
group, dude.
Maybe you could go to all the
Look at
other.
David's group.
You could start a
David's
petition
group.
between all of the other
Yeah,
participants.
maybe. I mean, I will not be in good standing with chess.com.
Oh.
I
Oh.
mean, this is like
Let
how
me
do
make
you
sure
think
their
I can
logo's
get
on my stream. Okay,
paid?
I'm gonna make my logo extra big, guys. I'm making my chess.com logo extra big. Guys, to be clear, I am sponsored by chess.com. My logo is right here, okay?
Yeah,
Hafu's
I'm not
words.
asking you to say
Hafu's words do
anything.
not represent mine.
I'm not asking you to say anything.
I'm just
but
kidding.
because like right now, David, my fiance, is putting in like yesterday he put like 7 hours of chess, right? Like he puts in 3 to 4 hours every single day, and like
And then you've
this
got
group
like
is fucked.
no
This
shade to
group
like
is fucked. Look
okay,
at this
okay.
fucking group.
Okay, but no shade to like other participants, but there are certain participants which seem to be taking it a little bit less seriously. Like there's a few that I haven't even seen play chess on stream like once.
I mean,
Not
David hasn't played much chess on stream.
well, not even on stream, but like I know they're not doing it off stream. Um, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, and they're getting a free ride.
yeah.
And I'm just saying that, like, I don't know. I personally would have done something different, or I would have waited for groups to like fucking try hard or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy's kind of
I
fucked.
understand. I understand. Yeah.
I'm,
um.
I need to write this angry email.
Okay. I'll let you.
I don't see
I will
anything
just make
wrong with
sure.
Pog's group.
I'll just make sure to position my chess.com logo on my stream very proudly. Um, guys, go sign up for chess.com. Use my support code. Use my link.
My group is easy. I mean, it's not about, once again, I think I get through. It's not about me. It's more about the fairness of everything, and it's not fair whatsoever. It's just not fair because David's group is really fucked.
So
And
is this between you and the entire event, or between you and your fiance?
he doesn't care. It's me.
Okay.
He
I'm
actually
sensing
doesn't.
some competitiveness between you guys. That me,
Oh, I mean,
I'm just joking. I'm just.
me and David, like, I want to beat David. Like, I want to beat David more than anyone else. But I also just, even if we both theoretically make it through, I'm unhappy with how it stands.
Okay.
It's just not okay with me on the.
I'm sure that chess.com will gladly listen.
I
And
know.
um anyways, okay. 1 second. I'm turning your audio up. Wait, okay. Can you guys hear her better now? Okay. How's the audio? Wait 1 second. Wait, I think the audio is really weird. HAFU trying to get me fired. Yeah, I was trying to avoid it. I didn't want to. By the way, guys, I'm not. I got. She brought it up, not me. I don't really. Again, I'm sure chess.com has their reasons. You gotta. Put the best content. Okay. Sorry, I had some audio issues.
Yeah, thank you for the subs. Thank you, Tobin.
Do I have to
Tobin, I will dominate. Aren't that strong? Only Forsen is strong in that group. How can you say that when they're both higher than every single person in Group D? What the fuck? Which group do you think is easier? Do you add up the ratings in that group? 3 of us make up more than 4 people's rating in that group. In each of our groups. That's how big of a difference it is. Sorry, Hans. I know I'm putting you in a weird spot.
No, it's okay. My chess.com logo is taking over my stream. No worries. I'm on Chess TV, so by the way, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Um, Something weird with the audio. Can you guys? What am I supposed to do, guys? Am I on Chess TV? Anyways, let's get to the lesson. Okay, I shared analysis board with you.
Okay, yeah,
I will. I'll share it with you.
Dude, I've gotten screwed in so many competitive things. You don't even know.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
The
So,
worst thing is when I put in so much time
no, no,
and I get screwed for something out of my control.
Goat,
I
after
hate it.
lesson, I promise you a
It's
game. I'm
not.
so
It's not.
sorry.
This one,
Goat,
like I said, I think
bro,
this
I
is really
promise you.
good. It's not even
Promise you.
about me. It's
Promise
just
you.
I hate when I see this stuff. I hate it. I hate it.
Okay, okay. So let's with the French, right?
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
The French.
So the French. So how has the French been working for you?
I am so stupid with it. Actually, I had a game earlier, but it's on. Let me flip it.
If you have a game,
Okay.
just you can link
So
me. If you have any, if like you ever have a game of the French, you want to link me, I'll take a look. If you like specific
okay.
question.
I mean, mostly I don't know when to push. So they do this. I do this. Usually, okay. So this is the best variation I can play against.
Okay, that's what they're
Usually
normally
the best
playing.
thing they do here, the best thing they usually do is this. I want to say.
Okay, good. And then they play here, right?
Yeah. And then I play my knights,
Mhm. And then
and
you.
then they usually do this.
Mhm. Okay, that's okay. Then you know that you bring the queen out here, right?
Every time I do this, I lose.
Okay. But we talk like so normally we talked about like the pressure here, right? And you're gonna put
We
pressure
also
like
pressure here.
exactly pressure, and then you can bring your knight out this way to put more pressure here. I think we briefly talked about this, right?
Yes,
And
I've
then
been doing this, but honestly, it all falls apart, and I don't know when to take this pawn. This is
okay,
the
mhm,
biggest issue for me. I don't know
okay,
when to take this freaking pawn.
okay. So I'll give you a few like after we do this, we talk about some basic. I'm gonna give you just a few scenarios, right? And I'm like, you're gonna take the pawn, and then why? And then if after you explain, I'll like, explain why, right? So for
Okay.
example, like in the bishop e3 is not a good move for various reasons. Okay.
Oh,
Number one, when you go queen b6, they're put in a pretty awkward position with how they're gonna deal with this pawn being attacked, right?
okay.
So there's a few ways, right? You could push the pawn up,
Yep.
or you could try to defend it with a queen, maybe, right? Like
Yeah.
the queen can only go here because
Yes.
if the queen goes here, then what is left?
This is
Exactly, right? So like let's say
uh-huh.
they go here, then
Okay.
now you can start to put even more pressure onto the center, and you want to bring this knight into the game, right?
Yeah.
So you have two ways that you can get this knight to the f5 square, right? What are the two routes you can take?
You can go here or I can go here.
Exactly, right? So which one do you think would be better, considering?
Uh, in this spot, probably h6 because I don't block the
Mhm.
bishop.
And if you go here, what pawn do you leave undefended?
But c5.
Exactly. So you used to have two, but now there's just a free pawn,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So taking that into account, and you're understanding the general ideas of the French putting pressure on the d4 square, you're gonna bring your knight out to h6.
Okay.
So there's a few things I can do here, right? They can go like to knight f3 like usual, right? Then you bring your knight out, and this is kind of an interesting position, right? So the point is that let's say there's just normal stuff, right? Like bishop moves out, you're gonna bishop out, you just normal stuff like castling, right? I
Mhm.
don't want to go into the exact stuff, like, but in this position, right? Like let's kind of evaluate like your ideas, right?
What an instructor.
Mhm.
So um so like in chess, right? We're in like the middle game stage, right? You think we've passed the opening?
Yes.
The kings are castled. You have a good knight. You have good two knights. You have putting pressure on the d4 square. Now I'm gonna ask you, why in this position would it be a bad idea to let's actually just take on d4 in this position?
Because I open up the board for him.
Well, what square specifically do you open up? Because let's think about how white wants to develop now. What?
I mean, his queen gets to
hmm But
be
this
free.
this queen is also blocking the key square for the knight to develop to, right? And the
Okay.
only square for the knight to develop to is go to a3. But this is on the rim of the board, right? The
I mean, what
knight's
if they had pushed this instead of playing the queen there?
okay. That actually had a specific reason why that did not work. But just
Okay,
thinking
sorry.
about this position, right? And you want to think
Yeah.
about how your opponent is going to naturally develop their pieces. Like the rim
Okay.
isn't
Yeah.
bad, right? So when you take this, you're opening up the square for the knight to develop, right? So
Yes.
why would you want to do that, right?
Yeah. True.
So the kind of general thing is if you don't have to take, you generally don't want to take because you're just helping them bring out their pieces. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yes.
So like I haven't had the chance to go through your French game specifically, but I'm sure if I took some time to look through your games, I could find a scenario where you took. I could do that now if you want, but maybe not the best use of time. But it's mainly just figuring out when, let's say like when you're forced to take, you obviously have to take, right? But if you're not forced to take, you're just restricting their pieces, right?
Mhm.
Like this knight isn't really great to go to the rim.
Mhm.
It's hard for the pieces to come out, right? So like let's go back, and let's say they push this pawn. There's actually a direct reason why this does not work, and the reason is that now I actually want to take, and after you take, what can you do as a follow-up to this position?
He doesn't have another pawn to continue the chain.
Sure,
I
that is true,
can.
but you're mostly
Wait,
thinking
wait,
of
wait.
this.
Sorry, sorry.
Sorry, I'll let you think. Yeah.
Uh,
So the C3 square
okay. I don't
doesn't
know.
have the
I can
same
check
support.
him.
Yes,
Develop.
exactly, right? And now they would usually like to block this way, right? But since this pawn is
Uh,
here, you're forced to block this way. But now, what piece is now doesn't have enough defenders?
this one.
Exactly, right? So you can just take your free pawn.
Okay. What if they? Oh, if they do this, it's the
They
same
could,
thing. It's the
yeah,
same
then,
thing. Okay. It's
and
the
they
same thing.
technically could go here, right? But how would you now continue the development with the same idea of pressuring the d4 pawn? How would you develop your last piece and start to castle your king?
Develop this?
No, no, no. Remember, so we want to. This is a common idea that we're developing as well. But in terms of the king side development, we
Oh,
want to we
okay,
want to
okay.
focus on king safety, right? And
Yes.
this one actually doesn't work because of a3 and the bishop is actually trapped. It's technically not
Okay.
trapped. Like there's, I'm not gonna explain why it's not trapped, but it's again, I don't want to over. I
Okay,
don't
so
want
I
to.
have to go this
Yeah,
way.
this is yeah, and this is all, generally fine, right? And then you can bring the knight in, and then you're gonna castle,
Yeah.
and then it's very simple, right? Like we've gone over these common ideas. It's very simple, right? It's not, you don't have to do too
It
much.
sounds so simple when you say it,
Okay,
but
okay,
when I
okay.
play it,
I
I'm like, what
understand.
the fuck?
Okay, okay. I understand that, it's very
I've played a
easy.
lot of this
Okay,
too.
okay. I understand that I'm like, it's kind of, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, it's so simple, but like the plans are very repetitive, right? Like when you repeat a plan and you start to play it more often, don't you kind of start to feel comfortable with like common ideas that you're seeing that are repeating, like patterns?
Yeah, a little bit, but in this one specifically, like I honestly have trouble getting to this spot.
Okay,
But yeah,
okay.
I actually never did the queen here until very recently, and every time I did it, I would lose.
Okay, so we can review that. So like, let's say they play, then this is the most natural move,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna go queen b6, the exact same idea you're doing, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Um, so
Now
now
they usually do this, right?
they really well, the pawn is hanging, right? Um,
Oh.
yeah. So this is obviously this. So I think we talked about this briefly, but the big point of having this queen here is that you're restricting this bishop's development by putting pressure on the b2 square, and you're also kind of restricting the knight and queen by putting pressure on the d4 square. So it's kind of like you're building up a lot of pressure and hoping your opponent is going to crack, right? Does that
Yes.
does that make sense? So, how about
Hmm.
this? Do you have a game you could link me? I don't want to. If I could save me some time than looking through all your games, like a French
I
game.
play off stream a lot. I don't have any games saved on it. I
Oh,
play
okay.
off stream a lot on an account that I don't want to show stream.
Okay, no, that's good. That's actually good. That's actually really good. That's something that Moist Critical did against
Yeah,
XQC.
I don't want people to
Yeah, that's
see my
smart.
practice.
Yeah, yeah. But it would be helpful to see a game in the French, just in this structure, to see how you like to play it. Um, if
I
you,
mean, can I play with you? Can we just refresh?
Yeah, we could, but I'm kind of curious how you do it in like a real game situation. If you have any of those games,
I mean, I can look through my.
I
I
can,
play a lot on this one too, so let me look.
yeah, I can check as well.
How can you tell? Is there an easy way to look, or you just have to
Oh
go
no, I
through
can
and
actually
come back
search. I
to?
can actually do like an advanced search.
I always play the French. Oh, but they
Yeah.
take a lot of the time.
Um.
They just take a lot of the time, and
Oh,
then
like
we
the
play like.
exchange French. Gotcha.
Um. Every time I'm black, the only time I don't play the French is if they don't open. Well, the only time you can play it is when they open E for it.
No, yeah, I'll find it. No worries. I'm just searching through your games. There's like a special search thing that
What is
helps you
this? Oh,
find it.
there is?
Yeah, there's like an
Okay.
advanced search, and I can search through like only games in the French opening. Um,
Oh, you can just click on that. Sorry, chat.
yeah.
Oh, this looks like the French.
One second.
Nope. Although it kind of transposed to the French.
Sorry guys, if the capture is weird. Um,
I hit a breakthrough recently.
oh yeah, sorry, rating went up.
I think. Yeah.
That's good.
Hey, Hans can't stay long. Just
Yeah.
want to say one thing. But mud. Good night.
Yeah, thanks
It's
for the
so hard
sub.
to get better in chess.
Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate you. Yeah, yeah. As you improve, it gets even harder as well. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. It feels like there's little like moments of clarity.
yeah, there definitely is like things where everything just clicks when you've been grinding for a while. Um,
No.
or no? Oh, sorry.
I was just no, no, like, not you.
Oh,
I'm looking through trying to find a French game.
yeah.
Dude, everyone starts D4. What the?
Yeah.
Did you find any?
I'm. Oh yes, 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 yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna link you, and I'm also gonna put the PGN in the chat as well. And no, in the analysis board, so you can go back to that.
I'm in the analysis.
Okay,
board.
perfect. Let me just capture. Also, I saw the clip that that your internal monologue after watching my stream. I thought that was very funny. The
Which one?
the yes, 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 think.
Ah! Because when they time out, dude, I actually, that's all I hear now. Yes, yes, yes. Think. Think more, think more. It's your, it's your stupid voice. That pops in my head. Because Hans
Yeah.
plays a lot of 3 minute, right?
Yeah, 3 minute.
3 minute, and then when they're like roping out, wait, I call it roping out because of Hearthstone, but basically timing out, Hans just goes, yes, 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 think, yes, 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 think more.
Yeah, that's just
It's
something
so funny.
I don't know. It's normally I don't know. I just it was okay. Why does it not? One second. I'm not very good at figuring this out. Okay, I have a game though. This is perfect. Just need to figure out how to use it. Oh my god. How do I not? Sorry, I'm technically challenged. How do I? What the heck? Wait, okay. What the heck?
No, you're
I
fine.
can't. No,
Take
sorry.
your time.
I can't do like Control C. Like it's just not. I'm What
You
the?
can just make a new analysis board and
No, but
then
it's
drag me
not.
into it.
It's just uh okay. Sorry. Um. How
If
do I?
you make a new analysis board
No.
and
I know. I just can't even copy paste it. It's being super weird. Anyways, no, I can move it manually. It's fine. Oh, they played. Okay. So you messed up the third move, is what you did. In this position, you played this first, right? Right? You played this move first.
Oh.
You didn't play this first, which allowed them, when you played this first, it allows them to play this. Not that this is a good move, but it was a little bit of a it shows just you misremembering, right? Because like even this is not even a great move because you bring the knight out, which is great. So you
Okay.
understood the idea. You followed it up, and then they play bishop b5, and you play bishop d7. This is perfect. This is good. Oh, and they push bishop. This is great. I would
Oh,
not.
this is where I win a free pawn.
This is literally a perfectly played game. This is amazing. You're working in all the ideas with the two knights and the pressure on d4. This is exactly what we talked about.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. When you coached me, that was like one of my first days of chess, and I had no idea what was going on.
Oh,
I have a lot.
yeah, it's okay.
I have a much better grasp, especially because I've played these positions a lot. So now anything you say will sink in a lot. It's not like I wasn't listening. It's just really hard
Yeah.
when you just like, I have no idea what you're saying. That's like honestly
Yeah.
day 3 or day 4.
That's probably my bad. That's probably my bad.
No, it's not your bad. I was asking. That was my first black opening, right?
Okay,
I asked you
gotcha.
for just any black opening, and then this is why I play the French now. But yeah, you went. It's not that you went fast. It's just it felt like memorization because I just didn't understand chess at all.
Yeah, wait, this game was interesting.
Not that I understand chess now. But
Oh,
at
you
least I
blundered
have
a
those
rook.
similarities.
Oh no, oh no.
Okay.
That's okay. It's okay. No, but the game played. No, but I don't care. Like this. What? No. But here's the thing. The first like 15 moves show me like understanding. Like you understood. You understand the ideas that we talked. Okay, ish, right? But you played the knight like here. You had the bishop here. You brought the queen here. Like you're doing it right. Like you retained the common ideas, right? Like that's credit to you for retaining some of it, even if you weren't actively paying attention. But
Okay.
I guess maybe there's
I
some.
was actively paying attention.
Uh,
I was actively paying attention. It's just hard because I don't know what I'm doing.
yeah, no, maybe not paying attention, but actively like internalizing the information is probably a better word to use. Um,
Sure.
internalizing. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, that's a good game. I think it's a general thing, but I guess your opponents are playing e takes d5. So maybe you want to review this. Is there any questions you have here or something
Yes,
that?
yes. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just usually try to castle as soon as possible because this makes me comfortable.
Okay, remember we talked, I probably don't remember, but we talked about this like idea of this setup. I think we briefly
No.
talked. Okay, yeah. I get so it was the funny. This is not meant as a roast, by the way. But like I taught you this, and then like I was looking at your stream right away, and then like like 10 seconds after, you were like, "What do I do against this?" Literally showed you.
Okay,
It's
you
okay.
showed me,
It's
like,
okay. No, it's okay.
5 things on day 4 of chess.
Okay, I
you
didn't.
realize I still don't know what the fuck.
It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. But you know, at least you actively tried to learn it. You know. You know. Um. Yeah. So, but okay. So I'll show you what I showed you, right? So.
Okay, yeah. I will. I think I can retain it now.
Okay. So the idea. Okay. Wait.
Yes.
My chat is asking me to
Boom.
put to capture your video because they want to see when you scream because they're not used to hearing screaming on my channel. I never scream.
I mean-
I never scream or rage or anything like.
Yes,
they
yes,
nev-
yes. Think. Yes. Think more.
Yeah, no, I've never raged on my stream. So they just want to see some, you know, more emotion. Like that's why wait, so 1 second. Like I don't know why my chat thinks that I'd ever rage on stream or like get mad after I lost or anything. Um are you like when you like play competitive games like Hearthstone like and you lose, do you get really mad? Like, have you broken anything?
No? No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't broken
Uh,
like a mouse?
No.
Teaching it. You haven't broken a mouse? Really? You haven't like
Never
broke like off
Never
stream?
thrown anything.
No, that's a
No.
lie. That's such a lie. You've telling me off stream you've never thrown or like
Out of rage?
When you've
At a
lost?
game? No.
Okay, that's a lie. That's a lie.
No, it's not a lie.
That okay, dude. I have your chat open. I see the kappas.
I
That's
don't. What?
there's no
I actually don't.
there's no way you are like a competitive top tier like Hearthstone player, but have never thrown or like even like broken anything after a loss. There's no way.
Okay, sure. I mean, I don't think I have. And honestly, I am I blame myself when I lose.
Okay.
So I don't really feel too bad about like it's not rage. It's like disappointment in myself.
Yeah, I don't rage either.
Well, when you lose in chess, it's your fault, right? Especially
Well,
chess.
it's the same in Hearthstone, right? Oh, there's RNG though, right?
No, not always. That's why you can be even less. You can be even more calm about it because it's annoying, but like I don't really get angry. I get annoyed. It's not really rage.
Oh, yeah, I'm not really that way.
Hey, chat, have you guys destroyed a piece of equipment from
Oh.
rage? Yes or no?
Of course. What?
I don't think I ever. No, I honestly have never. Most people are saying no.
Okay, they're liars.
To be fair, I've seen David punch like a chair.
Like they're
But
just
that's
lying.
it.
Like your chat's just lying. Like I'm sorry. It's okay that they're liars, but
Maybe it's the testosterone.
oh, I don't know about that. Uh,
Why?
I think everyone's
That's
just maybe. I
That's
guess
a biological thing, though.
sure, but you're still like a competitive gamer. You're still gonna like rage when you lose, no matter men or women.
Why would you rage when it's your fault when you lose?
That's the exact reason.
But why are you mad?
Anyways, okay. We'll continue. Well, like, let's say I lose a chess game, right? I'm mad at myself for being so stupid, so I need to let that out. And, anyways, okay. To the lesson. My chat is telling me to focus because. Anyways, I'm just okay. Anyways, so what normally do you run into in this position? What do they normally play?
I don't know. They just develop shit.
So let's say they play the knight. Let's just play the normal thing, right? You're gonna play this
Okay.
bishop here, and then you're gonna the knight here.
Okay. Then Nick Castle. Then on Castle, right?
Yep.
And
And
then they usually
but you're not gonna
like-
castle though. You're not gonna castle. You're actually going to
Whoa.
be castling queenside. That's kind of the idea. Is you're going to be castling the opposite side. And
Even though I cleared out my king side first?
yes, because you.
Isn't that too slow?
I'll explain it. 1 second.
Okay, sorry.
Chat. Sorry, I'm having OBS technical issues.
I played a game today, I think, where I got thrashed. And I castled queenside, and then he freaking ran at me, and I was so slow.
Okay,
'Cause I was
okay.
just like 2 steps behind him.
Okay, so you're gonna bring your knight out, right?
Mhm.
And then after this,
We need the board.
guys, you can see the board. Okay. Now, let's say they bring another, normal move, right? Now you can bring your bishop out this way, putting pressure. We talked
Yeah.
about this pin briefly.
Hooray.
I love.
And-
I always do that pin.
Okay, so the pin's really good, and you also have this
Yeah.
pressure here, right?
I do this, and then I do this.
Exactly.
And then when they do this, I smile. They almost never do that though.
This. Oh yeah. So now, next you're actually going to bring out your queen to the d7 square and castle queen side. You're gonna castle opposite sides. Okay. And do you have any? And do you know what like the general dynamic of like opposite side castling is?
Yeah, you fucking go.
You just go.
Start
you just
marching your
you just
pawns.
march exactly. You just start marching your pawns. Like you just go at them, right? So and this is kind of a race. So you're probably gonna go like f6, g5, g4, but you have to castle your king first. And they're probably gonna go a3, b5, b4, and b5. But you're actually a lot safer because I'll just play some random moves, like just some normal stuff. Like look at
Why wouldn't they pin here?
well, you can just push, right, to cut it
Oh,
off.
true, true,
But
true.
anyways, don't forget. But this is the general position, right? If you look at the position, let's compare the amount of pieces. Like, look at all the pieces around your king, and then look at the pieces around this king. Which side do you think is going to be more
Yes.
more vulnerable to attack?
Yes.
Which side do you think is going to be more vulnerable to
I
attack?
mean, I guess my stuff is pointing more at his king.
It is as well. You have this pointing, this, and this, but you also have your two knights, bishop, rook, and queen all around your king, protecting it. And they don't really have that, right?
True.
Do you understand that? So now you're gonna, for example, obviously you can take here and double the pawns, which would win. But let's say they're defensive, then you play f6, you can go g5 and g4, rook g8 and start to attack. Like, this is the general idea you're going for. So the setup that you want is you want to get the bishop out to pin, then you want the two knights, then out on c6 and on e7, and then you want the bishop on d6. Do you think you can remember this setup?
Sometimes they do this, yes, but sometimes they preemptively do this. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as you open the
Then
like they a lot of people like this.
Okay, so like let's say they are like preemptive and they go like here, right? Then you can actually also keep in mind you always have the option to castle kingside, right?
Yes.
You have that flexibility. Keep that in mind. If you feel uncomfortable like castling queenside,
Okay.
like they're really coming at you and they're
Yeah.
pushing their pawns and you're uncomfortable, you always have that option.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's kind of like you have this flexibility to go kingside or queenside, depending on which one you feel like is going to be safer.
So you're saying if they do this and I feel like I can't develop fast
Then
enough,
you should
then
just
I
castle,
should just...
and then you're safe, right? There's nothing. It's not like it's a bad thing, right?
Okay.
And a normal development would be to put the bishop to f5 to challenge this bishop.
Mhm.
Because if you can't go here, you might as well trade it off because it doesn't have a great square. Um,
Okay.
so so you're saying that this and this are the two main things we're running into?
Um. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes they just do this right after. Seen that? Oh, not this one. This
Oh,
one.
this one.
Sorry,
Mhm.
sorry. Because, yeah, and then I used to push my C pawn. That's wrong. So now instead, I
Bring the
what
knight
do I
out.
do? Oh, I usually go here. And then I
Perfect.
do this, and then I go here.
And then we talked
And
about this
then
as well. So I saw after
we talked about this.
we did talk about this. But after the lesson, exactly after the lesson, you started going like 12 moves deep, and I was like, "Oh no, no!" Here's the thing, right? I know that you're like a mega tryhard, but you don't need to go like 15 moves deep. You don't. Like, I saw you were like preparing and calculating up to this position.
Yeah, but
It's just not necessary. I understand that you want, like, you're very, focused, and, but you just don't need to go 15 moves ahead. Because there's
I don't know
no.
what the fuck to do after.
Okay, but again, it's like, fine, we can go this far. Like, you're supposed to take, and then you're gonna go push here.
Yeah, but see why? Why am I
Okay,
supposed to
because
take?
okay, you're gonna take because you. So for example, right? You wanna. I'll explain. I'll explain. So you want to play a6. Let's go back 1 second. You want to play a6
Yeah,
and
see
b.
this I don't know that I
Let me
want
just
to
let me
play
explain.
A6.
Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain. I'll explain. So you want to play
okay.
b5 next move, right? But what's wrong with b5?
My knight is hanging.
Yeah, right? So you remove the piece that is taking the knight, attacking the knight,
Okay.
to prepare b5. And then after b5, what is your idea then? You're going to play b4, attacking the knight. Now you want to force the knight away from the king's protection. So I'm going to place a few random moves. We're going to play takes here, b5, and let's say you push the knight away. See how you've removed the knight from the square in c3 where it's defending the king? Now, we also notice we have this dynamic between king and they're opposite sides of the board, right? So what you mentioned, what do we do when there's opposite sides of the boards? We push our pawns at them, right?
I'm gonna be honest. And almost never castle the opposite side here.
Okay.
Usually on the king side.
Okay. Again, that's another reason why this is so unnecessary to look at. But just since you asked, I will explain. You're going to play a5 now and a4, and you're going to start to push your pawns towards the king in an attempt to create weaknesses in your opponent's position around their king. Weaknesses that you can use to exploit and make attacking ideas, right?
Okay.
Um, so your chat is just KEKW. I don't know. It's just KEKW spammers. And my chat is Pago spammers.
What is it?
My chat is just Pogo, like
Oh,
scuffed,
Pogo?
scuffed, Pogo, scuffed, like that's all they say. I wish they were KEKW spammers. It'd make me feel better about myself. Anyways.
You're kicked up being at me, not you. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so you get the idea, right? But let's say they castle kingside. Like this is perfectly normal. We actually talked about this idea. What move do you see how we have a lot of pressure in the d4 square? Like
Yes.
this is a common square that like
Yes,
that's
a lot
under
of
attack.
tension is.
A lot tension, perfect word for you to use. Tension. So can we add on more pressure to increase the tension?
Queen.
Perfect. And if you remember this, what should you play here? I told you this exact position. If you remember this, then this shows that
Yeah.
you really were remember. You really were.
I no, I remember definitely. Is there a reason why I can still take this? I think. No, I don't remember.
Okay. How do you take some time and try to figure it out?
Okay. I don't remember this. There's a reason that this is still okay. Nope. Nope, T-Thumb. What is it? I can go here? That doesn't really help.
We talked
I
about
think
this,
there's a
right?
reason I could have taken this.
But
Yeah, okay, once again, when you
I'm
coached
joking.
me, I had such a non-face! And you went over like 9 different positions, and I'm sitting there like trying to keep up, but like, yeah,
I'm
it all went over my head.
kind of disappointed that you don't remember.
Fuck
But
you.
I was just no, no, it's okay, it's okay. So the idea is that
It's this, right?
yep, correct.
I don't remember why, but I remember like you can actually take it, and it's this like 5-head shit. And then
Yep.
if they take, then for some reason this is really good.
Yeah, we don't. I'm not gonna say it, but you
Oh,
understand it.
say it! Say it!
No, you understand it, so it's okay.
I don't understand it! Why can we take this pawn?
No, you get it. I don't need to explain it. You got it.
I hate you so much. Totally.
Oh, so that move just lost a queen for a pawn, And- and there's not exactly a follow-up to that.
Okay, then what is it?
It's bishop takes d4, and then after takes, what do you play?
Oh. Check?
Yeah, and then you get 3 pieces for the queen.
Oh. It's not worth it.
Mhm. 3 pieces are always better. Most of the time, much better. Because they can coordinate and work together.
Yes, but I am dumb.
So I was just memeing because you were so confident in it being correct, so I thought it was funny. Sorry about that. Anyways, let's say that castle, right? But again,
Wait.
you have this queen b6 idea, putting pressure. You have this
Okay.
a6, not here. They have knight a4 now,
Oh.
so you can
Sorry.
go like again. You have this idea of a6 b5. You want to expand. You want to so I'm gonna actually introduce another kind of concept of this position. Let's say after this queen d2 move, I'm gonna ask you, what is your worst piece as black?
Oh, my bishop every time.
The c the
Light,
c8.
light,
That's
bishop.
amazing that you immediately picked up on that, right? And
That thing sucks.
yeah,
Look at it. It's dead.
And why do you think it is that bad? Now I'm gonna so bishops, right? You know what a diagonal is, right? Like the The
Yes,
scope
I know,
it
but a
has.
diagonal.
Sorry, that no, my bad. But when bishops don't have diagonals, they're bad, right? And in this
Well,
position,
my bishop literally is staring at my pieces.
exactly. So when you look at the two central pawns, which are on light squares, the light square central pawns are blocking the light square's diagonal, right? So the entire goal of
Yes.
the position is to improve that bishop or trade that bishop off.
Yep. Yeah, I love. Okay, I don't know how it happens, but sometimes I have my knight here, bishop here, and they like come for a pin, and then I take the pawn, and then I take the bishop. It's like I take the pawn, they trade their bishop, and then I take the thing, and it's so good. I win a pawn, and I trade off my bishop.
Yep,
Or,
that's good.
No. Then my bishop's free.
So in this position, in order to open up this bishop, you can go a6 and b5, right? Obviously,
Okay.
this is the issue.
Yeah,
But
so I have to take first. So
you
I
can take, and then
so
you can go up and push. And for example, a nice way to trade off this bishop, let's say you play takes, and b5,
Yeah.
and like bishop back, you can go b4, a5, and then you can trade off the bishop by moving it to a6.
Yeah.
And then once you trade, you just have a really good position. And let's also look at the center, right? So in chess, there are these really like small advantages that you don't really aren't significant, but I think it's important to understanding why this French is such a solid opening. So if you look at the pawns in the center, you can get a really good understanding of how the position is going to work. So you notice that you have two pawns in the center,
Yeah.
and they're on the E and D squares, right? So that means
Yeah.
they're completely centralized, and they're very solid, right?
Yes.
But on the contrary, they have the C and E pawns, right?
Yeah.
They're not connected. But the point behind this is that your structure of the central structure, this D5 pawn is very hard for them to break down, right? Because if you look at this, you could play F6, right? And break down their center, right? Because it doesn't have as strong as a stronghold.
Yep.
But for white, it's much harder to break down your center. So you have a very solid position. So the goal is the only thing that's really holding back in the French is this really bad bishop. So your next move would be play bishop a6, trade off this bishop, and then you can just play a normal game.
Okay.
And you also have this open C file, half
Okay.
open C file, right?
Yeah.
So you can maybe put your queen on c7, rook on c8, putting pressure here.
Can I ask real
Sure.
quick?
Yeah. Ask any question. Sorry, but I'm just trying to. Yeah.
Shouldn't white try to preserve their bishop pair? Like
They
I'm really
should.
bad at my bishops are always. So if I go here, sorry. Let's say they do a move. Like what's a natural move? Yeah, sure. And then I do this, and they just run. Like they go here.
Well, they can't
Oh
ru-
shit! They can't go there. Okay.
Yeah, they can't.
They...
They can't run. But
Man.
like, let's say they played this, right, and they tried to run.
Yeah,
Now,
they move their rook.
so again, sometimes there's this common perception that the bishop pair is always this like really good thing.
Yeah.
But
Huge
the
force.
the center is closed right now. Like, does
Yes.
this bishop have a good diagonal?
No.
Does this bishop have a good diagonal?
Yes.
Like it's right. So like, so you can't just be like, oh, bishop pair automatic strength, right? You have to evaluate it in different scenarios. So in this scenario,
Okay, Han. Okay, what's our next move? Let's do a move. Just real
I
quick.
just go
this
queen.
one.
Okay,
And
no,
then-
I like queen c7. Let's just bring the
Sure.
rook over this way.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say, what if we do this?
Okay. Then I'll probably move my bishop to b5. I want to preserve this bishop. I could actually maybe even actually I think I have this. I don't want to go into this tactical thing.
I'm
but-
sorry, I'm just curious.
No.
What is the
Okay,
tactic?
there's a tactic, but again, there's this. You lose a pawn. Is a simple answer.
What?
Because let's say you take back, right? Then I take, and if you take here, I have another in between move of taking this, and then I take back and I'm up a pawn.
Okay, what the fuck just happened?
Okay. So
Hold on.
you play this,
I see,
right?
I see. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I- and
go
I-
here,
And I take,
and
right?
you
As a
take
discovery
there.
move.
Yeah, and now
For,
I check you, so you have to take it, and then I take it.
and then I
Okay.
recapture and I'm just up a pawn and your pawn structure is ruined. Right? Doubled pawns in front of the king.
What if you just do this?
Where? Might be a small delay. Okay, then you take this back, right? And if you take the
Sorry, hold on.
yeah,
Okay.
I'll tell you
I'm
take over.
here. Oh
Mhm.
shit.
Yep.
I shit here, and now they take the pawn.
And then you take the knight,
Yeah.
right? And then you have the two. You have the defender and
Oh.
up a pawn as well here.
Oh.
Again, it's hard to see. I don't want like you to like that stuff just gets too complicated. Oh.
Yeah. But also, if I'm too dumb to remember.
No, but
Remember,
here's the
this
thing,
is
here's the
fine.
thing, here's the thing, here's the thing,
Cool.
here's the thing, here's the thing. Don't like focus on like memorizing this, right? The point of this explanation is to explain the general ideas, right? Do you understand?
I know.
Like, please don't like save this and look at it like 50 times,
Oh,
like
I
trying to
think you like
memorize.
that. Yes, but. Mhm.
Yeah. But again,
No, I bet I remember it. Here, can you refresh it? Refresh it. I bet I could play it through. I think I get it.
You want to go from the beginning, or where do you want to
Yeah. The beginning.
Okay, we can just
I
go
got
through
this
some
shit,
general
I think.
ideas, right? So let's
Yes.
say, the line we were looking at was if they play knight c3 against the d5 move, in this position, and then now you play knight f6.
Did you play something? I don't
No,
see it.
it's just being weird. There's like lag sometimes in analysis board. So this is
Oh, I
the
see
line
it
we're
now.
looking at, right?
Yeah, and then they push up, and I go here, right? And
Yeah,
then
I
usually
cut
they
myself when
what?
I was shaving. It's
They
on
do this
nosebleed.
next? No.
Mod, can we make a command
Yes.
for that?
No. What did
Yeah,
they do
go.
next?
And then you play this, right? Right. This is the idea, putting pressure in the center.
Yes.
Mhm.
Can you play for white?
Sure. I don't know if they're always gonna play this. I guess I can just play here. It might be a little bit more natural.
Yeah, they usually do that actually. But regardless, I always do this.
Okay, then I'll take.
Okay, that means I will. I think I just take with the bishop actually.
Yep. Perfect. Uh-huh. And
'Cause I
that's.
develop my piece,
Mhm.
and that's where it wants to go anyway.
Perfect. And then now I'm gonna bring a bishop out.
Why do I care? I
And
might be
then.
tempted to push, but I know it's wrong. But I would probably just do this.
Yep. Perfect.
Oh,
Mhm.
wait.
then-
Why would I do this instead of the queen? Wait, can we go back a move? Why would I do the knight move instead of the queen move?
Well, you'll notice the queen move here only holds value when it's pressure on d4. But you are making a threat against f2, but they can just castle. And the queen isn't really doing much, right?
Okay. So
Um,
then we're doing this. But if they have their bishop out, their dark square, then it's a good move because I'm pressuring that square.
yeah, you could, but again, you don't really want to bring your. That's kind of an exception, but generally bring your queen out early is going to leave you open to counterattacks.
Okay.
So let's say like bring the bishop out. Now, an important thing to notice here is that if you castle right away, there is this tactical trick. Has anyone taught you this like Greek gift sacrifice?
Yeah, sacks.
So
Yeah.
they sacrifice here, they bring the knight in, and let's say you bring your knight back, and the queen comes in. This queen-knight combo is
Yeah, it's
extremely
disgusting.
deadly, right? So, in order to be as a preventative measure, you need to play h6 before you castle. So there's no
Okay,
sacrifice,
so if
right?
they do have this, it's a good idea to play a6. I love a6.
Yeah,
H6.
just good prevent. And now you don't even need
Fuck
to
this knight.
you don't even need a castle, right? Like let's say they castle, you can just develop on the queen side, right? A6. Let's say they castle. There's some weird delay that's messing with it. Okay, you're gonna play A6. Let's say castles. You're gonna go B5, bishop B7.
Hold on. I'm refreshing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
What the? Where am I? What the hell is this board state? What am I looking at? I just refreshed and I'm white.
Oh, you can flip it, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Um,
So
so like,
confused.
let's say they castle, you can just play. You can castle if
Yeah,
you
I do
want, but you
this.
can play rook e8. Let's say you can play b5, bishop b7,
So
rook c8, and you can continue. You can just develop because your king in the center is pretty safe because the center is closed. Um, but again, just simple moves as long as you know, um, like where to move your pieces, then you're gonna be fine, right? As long
you
as you.
say that, but like
Okay.
honestly, right now it's like so like looking at this board gives me a headache.
Okay. Okay. So let's start from the beginning and let's make it simple, right? So in a lot of your games, let's say they play this.
Yeah, I do this. This is
hmm
easy.
Then this
This
is
is my
easy, right?
favorite.
You know what to do. This is
Yeah.
super simple. We've gone over
Yeah.
this. You bring the queen out, the bishop comes out, the rook comes out, the knight goes here, and the knight goes there. You've played this in your own games. You know
What
it.
the fuck? What, my bishop's next? Why does my bishop come out next?
To bring the rook out. But you can go this
Why?
first as well.
Why do I want my rook out?
Well, because at some point you're going to open up the C file. So
No,
for example,
I don't remember covering this.
okay, yeah, no.
That's it. I did not remember this material.
Okay. So for example, let's say like you go here. The reason why you want this rook is now actually you want to actually take. And now when you take, and now another thing I'm gonna tell you about. This is a little bit more complicated, but I'm sure you'll get it. You always have to think about your pawn structure, right? In the French, and we've
Isn't
made
this free?
it is free, but I want to get to the main. That's the main.
Sorry.
No, it's not even about the actual position. It's more about the explanation, right? So like you've really focused on improving this bishop, right?
Okay.
And this bishop is always really strong because a light squared bishop, right? But it's surrounded by pawns in the dark squares,
Yeah.
right? So that means it's naturally going to be good because it has diagonals.
Yeah.
So in this position, you can play knight b4. And if this bishop goes here, now this rook comes into play.
Okay, and then also I'd probably challenge it
Ex
this way, right?
exactly, that's another perfect idea. Just in this position, you can play knight c2 and trap the rook, right? That's where the
Yeah,
rook kind of comes in. But this is
you've never
we ha
introduced this
yeah
idea to
we
me.
didn't we
I've
didn't
never seen this.
yeah that I haven't. But again, the general thing is like you're going to like this is why the rook can come in if you're gonna go like knight b4. Um, so as well, other than that, it's just kind of a preparatory move, right? If you ever want to take on d4, right? Then this you want to have the rook on c on the c file, right? That's just common sense, you know? If
Yeah,
it's
when you put it like that, yes.
okay, so that hopefully that simplified it, so it's understandable.
Yes.
Okay, so otherwise, let's say you don't want to take, you can go for your other idea, which is bringing the knight out and the knight here and putting more pressure on d4, right?
Aren't I a little unhappy? Let's say hold on. Let's say he does a move. I don't know what his fucking move is. He puts hold on. Let's say he oh yeah. This happens and then I do I
Well,
do this.
You could take a free pawn there, actually. This is a
Yeah,
free
yeah, that's
pawn.
what I was looking at.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But let's just say I leave it and then I go here. And then he does I don't know. Fuck,
Well, you wouldn't
like
want to take
this or
first,
something.
right? Because now the knight can come out. So let's not include taking because the key part of this is stopping this.
Oh, okay.
So let's say
we're
they
not
take here, right? Like this is something that could be daunting if someone does this. So in this position, this is not that instinctive because you've just doubled your pawns, right? And the pawn
but
is in
then I
front of
have
your king. It's great that you immediately picked up on that. You have an open file for your rook to put pressure on the king via the g file.
And we're just
Additionally,
gonna run away. We're just gonna
and
run our
and
king
and
away.
again in the French, another thing that's nice about the French, where the French doesn't really apply to general opening principles, is that since the French is so solid and so closed,
Mhm.
and the position is not that open, your king doesn't actually have to castle as much as it usually
Okay.
does. Like, see how the structure is so closed?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of pressure on your king.
Okay. I mean, I understand this one, but let's just say I go here and they go here, right? And then let's say I'm here
Uh-huh.
and they take.
Oh, like this one.
Aren't I freaking unhappy?
Well, that's something you'd like to avoid, right? You don't want them to give away this bishop, because then you double your pawns and you lose a central pawn when you double that
But yeah,
pawn.
that's what I was saying. So, but you told me I want to go here,
Well,
but I'm saying,
you do, but the thing about having the bishop on d3, which is different from usual, is again, it's more about the general understanding other than situational, because general like explanations are gonna help you more than situation. But if you go back, um, um, to this position, you do have a free pawn, right? But
yeah,
if the bishop is on e2, then it protects the d4 pawn.
it protects the d4 pawn.
Like now you have two attackers, right? But the bishop moving back, the queen protects the d4 pawn, right? Um,
What? Sorry, no.
Wait, sorry. I'll
I don't
show.
get.
So the bishop comes back, right? Now the pawn on d4 is protected.
Why is the bishop going back?
Well, if it was, right? Then then you can't take the free pawn. But the point of this bishop being on d3 is to stop this idea, right? But now you can just take the free pawn. So generally, when they put the bishop on d3, this is something you're not going to see that often, right? And getting into this is even more. But honestly, just a simple idea. But if they put the bishop on d3, and even this position, it's a free pawn, right? So that's why they normally put the bishop on
Yeah.
e2. So having the bishop on d3, think of that as a privilege for them. Think about it that way, right? So they're not normally going to be able to take your knight when it comes to f5, because the bishop isn't normally going to be there. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah,
So like,
that's all I was asking.
yeah, so it's not normally going to be there. That's not something you're going to run into every single game. Like the bishop's normally going to be on e2 if it's going to be somewhere. It's not generally going to be stopping
Okay.
the
So then
f5.
if this does happen, I just take this pawn.
Hmm.
But I thought you said I don't want to take this pawn because then they develop the knight.
Well, but now it's just a free pawn, right? You s- you see? No. See how it's a free pawn this time?
Yeah. But I thought okay.
But
Yes.
it's obviously different, right? Like for example, it makes a lot more sense to not take the pawn when you can't win a free pawn.
Yeah.
But when you can win a free pawn, why not, right? Like it's a kind
Yeah.
of the exception. Like it's not like a never take the pawn, but if you can win a pawn, why not take it? Um, okay. So,
Okay. But they do this and it's not free.
well then there's this one, right? The b2.
Yes, there's always a free pawn.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay. Ah!
Okay. Okay. So do you feel like you're
This
comfortable?
position, this opening, no, this is not comfortable. I
Okay.
mean, it's gonna take a lot more time and practice, but I will work on it.
Again, how about this? How about you go to a game? Can you search for like a game with black and try to play the opening?
Can I search for a game with black?
Yeah, just try and play like your French against someone like unrated, and maybe you could try and test it out.
Oh yeah, I can just do it. Hold on. Let me make a game for a viewer.
Okay,
Alright, new game.
perfect. And maybe like
Custom
one of your
game.
viewers could like play like the opening you want them to
Options.
play.
How do I make it so I'm black?
If there's a setting, you like
Custom
click
game.
like it's either random white or black.
I'm doing 1510. And then I'm gonna
Go
do
go after lesson
random.
goat. I got you with the game. Don't worry.
I play as black. Challenge link. Okay, here chat. Someone, I don't care what rating you are. Someone click that. It's unrated. Alright, I'm in a game. Wait. You have to play E4 though.
Yeah, just play the opening.
You have to play E4.
Steve the Mime. Okay, tell him to play the D4 and then E5.
D4.
Yeah, D4.
400.
D4 and then D5 and then E5. Then you play E5.
You have to play E5.
Yeah, and then okay, now
Yeah,
you can do whatever.
I got it.
Now you can.
Yeah,
just-
you can play however you want, Steve. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, if you're new to the stream, by the way, I have a lot of viewers. Check out my YouTube. Um, and follow the channel. Appreciate it. Anyways, that's my only plug of this stream.
It doesn't really make sense. And I open up the square. So I'm gonna do. And I'm not doing this move yet. So I'm gonna do this
Nope.
move. No!
No, but it's okay. It's okay. It's the order, but again, you want to play the queen out first, right? But it's okay.
But I thought you said it doesn't do shit right now. Oh,
I think-
because he just takes it. But
Yeah,
then it's good.
it's
if he
okay.
takes it.
Well, then you take this. It's fine. It's fine. It's not as bad here. It's not as bad here.
Hmm. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish developing my knight.
Yep, that's good. No. It's all. No, you did. I'm not. No criticism. You're doing well.
He said, "Oh."
No. That was a bit of an overreaction.
But I just figured, cause I went over this position with Hess. I'm getting coaching from him every day. But
Okay.
cause basically I'm inviting him to take the pawn for free when I go here, because it's good, cause it collapses his pawn, so it's like favorable. That's what he was saying.
Yep, for sure. That's true. So how do you want to follow it up?
Okay. So I don't really want the queen here now because then it blocks my stuff. Right? Right. So. And I don't want to open up this because I don't want his knight to develop.
Well, just think about the pressure on the d4 square. That's the main theme.
Okay, so then I do want the fucking queen out.
Perfect.
Okay. Yep. I thought maybe I would have just done this now. But I guess not. See, I still don't fully get. What
Well,
the
that-
fuck?
Yeah, now you're doing really well.
No, I just trade.
But yeah, this is
Oh,
good.
but then I open up his file. Don't I open up his file? I take. He takes.
Well, if you're trading the queens, think about how you're gonna trade the queens. You know, you want to do it in a favorable way. Like if you
Yeah,
take
so
if you
I
take the
don't
queen
want
now,
to.
then that opens up their rook, right? But do you have to take the queen?
yes. No, I can just take the pawn instead. I think.
Yep.
I'm doing it.
Perfect.
Because I don't want to open up his file. I want him to open up my file.
Why is chat so slow? Chat being slow is on you, dude. Come on.
Okay, oh my god. Sorry. I pre-moves. It throws me off sometimes. I am trying.
No, you're doing really well.
hard.
You're doing really well. No, this is great.
This
This is
is
great.
a lot of information.
This is great.
And it's honestly really hard to understand the pawns. Okay, so I like taking with this one because I also threaten the queen.
Perfect.
Well, they both threaten the queen actually, so I'm dumb. But ooh, now don't I just take with a queen instead?
Well, think about like tempo, right?
Oh yeah.
Perfect. And if they take your queen, You're gonna get even
Yeah, I see it. I
smarter.
see it. I see it. I
You
see
see
it. I
it?
see it. I see it.
Hands in one L
Yeah, yeah,
U
puzzle.
L.
I see it.
Hands in one in Hans.
Yo,
Hands
thank
in
you so
one
much,
L U
Frank.
L.
Frank's a real one. Got to meet Frank in Vegas
This
last
is a
year.
puzzle.
Thank you for the 8 months, man. Frank was my only real fan when I had 10 viewers. Big shout out to Frank.
Okay, okay, okay. So he's hitting this pawn. Yes, 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 yes. And I'm ahead.
Oh,
So
you
I'm
got it.
gonna say, yeah. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna offer the trade because I'm ahead.
Yep. Great logic.
And
Great thinking.
I protect my pawn. And also, if he takes, I'm like omega happy because then my pawns are fixed.
Yes, exactly.
Also, I'm not sure I would have seen the king. It's just like when Andrea was coaching me, and then she would. It's very easy to see a puzzle when someone goes, oh, or someone's like, oh, you know, because then I know there's something.
Yeah.
Good.
Andrea is quite reactive when she
Well, you
plays
just did
chess.
it too.
Oh yeah. But I think Andrea is more animated. But maybe
Yeah.
my yes, think is similar to that.
Okay, if I go here and he takes this, can I get out? No, I'm trapped. So I need to move my knight actually. Right? Because if I take and he takes, then my knight is fucked. So yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna move our knight. So I can only go one place. So I'm gonna do that play.
Perfect. That was great thought process.
I mean, at my rating, it's just like whoever blunders a piece and then can capitalize on it. There's like 90% of my games there's a blunder.
Yeah, that's good that you realize that. But it's not once you improve more. That's gonna be PogChamp. Seriously, people are gonna be more nervous, probably a higher rate of blunders. But if you can stay solid, right, you're gonna do well.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh yeah. Fork baby.
Oh, let's go. That's great.
Free is free. He gets this pawn. Do I care? No. No, I don't. Take the pawn.
Yeah. You should
I'll take the
shame your
knight.
viewer into resigning.
Why?
I would.
That's
Sa-
not nice.
Save some time. Be
I'll do
like,
this.
yo, if you don't resign, you're banned.
No, I don't even know which viewer it is.
Oh,
Maybe it's your viewer. You don't
maybe.
know.
Well, I'll ban on mine as well. I don't care. Just
Leave my bishop alone, man. He just wants to live. Can I go anywhere nice? No. Well, I can offer this trade, but then he takes this pawn, so that's bad. Okay, so we're gonna go. Do I trap myself? No, I don't think I can trap myself. I'll just go here. More ahead. Just don't throw. Just don't throw.
it's impossible
Just
to
don't
throw.
Oh, thank you for the pawn. What do you mean? You've
No,
not seen me play chess?
no. It's just one of the other participants in PogChamps came to my chat who's in your group, and he made a funny joke. But anyways,
Isn't he dead?
are you intimidated by Easy with
No.
Aces in your group?
Yeah, he's good.
Just- yo,
Alright.
Finton,
Why,
I
is
can
he
give you some.
intimidated by me? Cause he should be.
He seems pretty intimidated by what he's saying in chat.
Yeah.
He
I'm
said
putting in so much time.
I'm really scared. Monkey W.
Did he really say that, or are you just making it up? Sounds like you're making it up.
No. He said that.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
sure.
So you said I should have brought out the queen first.
Well, no, it's perfect. Other than the queen, that's
Well,
a
no,
small thing. It's a
you
small
said the
thing.
queen.
It's a small thing.
But I just thought the knight was fine because if he takes, aren't we kind of happy?
Dumb, you can take care of it. I got you. Well, yeah, you're
Like,
you're happy. But
Because he can't connect this pawn chain anymore, so I kind of accomplished it. And then he's gonna have a hard time protecting this pawn, right?
yeah, for sure.
I guess now he can push this.
It's just like, let's say they go here. It
Where?
might
Sorry,
not. It might not
let me
always.
go.
Like, let's say on the.
Where?
So instead of bishop e2, let's say they bring their knight out. We can go back to the analysis board actually.
Okay.
If
Am
you
I
still have that
there?
open.
No. You have to invite me.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah. You have to invite me.
Okay, I'll invite you in.
You look forward to the day I reach 1700. I'm probably quitting chess after PogChamps.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Probably.
I saw
Well,
that.
there's no reason for me to play.
Are you gonna go back to streaming Hearthstone?
Whatever is best for my stream. I don't know what that is. If I get good viewers in chess, I'll keep streaming chess. But like, why would someone watch my stream over your stream, ever? For
Because I'm bad and I lose a lot. No, like
Okay, but I'm like infinitely worse.
no, but
And I
people
will
don't.
lose
Dude, do you think
infinitely.
people in the chess category choose people to watch by rating? Are you kidding me?
Well,
Maybe other games are different, but in the chess category, other than Hikaru, the biggest streamers are not the ones with the highest ratings.
it's a mix of both. And for my stream personally, I pride myself on high-rated content, not. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on myself, but I don't think I'm I'm not like a
No, I understand that.
variety streamer. I'm not saying I'm super unlikable or anything like that, but it's just that's just what I think people watch my stream for is content. Or like the content is more of being good at games. And the time it would take for me to be good at chess,
It would take
literal years to not even be able to take a game off you. If I played chess for the next 5 years, I probably still wouldn't be able to take a game off you. So like, what the fuck is the point?
Well, you said that, I didn't.
Well, it's true. I mean, how many years of chess have you played?
8.
Okay. And during the next 5 years, will you still be playing chess? Yes. So like, how am I supposed to catch up?
You're not. Sorry, it's really
Yeah,
hard.
that's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's
You can't.
Just
You
whenever
can't.
people ask
No,
these
like,
questions,
Well,
I'm
well,
just like,
okay, well,
there's no way.
Here's the thing. In chess, though, you do, again, this is going to be interpreted in a bad way, but in chess,
No,
there are
go
different, standards. Like, if you are, a woman, you can be, like, professional, like, at a lower rating.
I'm
So,
not looking to be a low-level professional, and also I'm not really interested in gender specific. I don't know. For me, I've always competed in. I don't participate in all-female stuff generally.
I respect that. No, just in chess tournaments, like, there's a lot of, like, female-only tournaments, that you could
Okay.
participate in. But anyways.
Andrea and Alexandra are
Anyways.
really good, right? She's 2000 and Alexandra's like 2300, right?
Um,
How long would it take for me to get to that point? To even 2000?
You
How
could-
long would it take for me to get to 2000?
if you're doing a hardcore chess, you could get to 2000 in like 2 years, probably.
Okay,
if you-
so it took
because-
me
and you're a
2
competitive
years
gamer.
to get 2K.
But
and
here's the
that's
thing.
not even semi-professional.
No, here's the
right?
thing. Here's the thing. Well, no, here's the thing. Here's the thing about like, if you're comparing it like there's certain levels of like, do you want to get to like the level of like where you're making money in competitive tournaments?
So yeah,
Or do
once
you-
again, there's no point, right? Because I am a streamer.
No, I
That's my
understand that. I understand that.
career.
But like, let's say theoretically, right?
Yeah,
It depends, and also there's no guarantee. There's never a guarantee, right?
exactly.
But like, it's never. But let's say you're like lucky that you're talented, you have a good
Mhm.
mindset, you have a good
Mhm.
like you get someone to coach you like a lot, and
Mhm.
you have tournaments to go to. Like, there's some chess in Texas for sure. There's a lot of tournaments. Let's say you're even near stuff, right? You could like in order. Let's say you want to get to the U.S. Women's Chess Championship, right? You want to get to like the big
Mhm.
leagues. You would probably that would take a lot, like 5 to 7 years of work, and not even close to guaranteed, right? Like that would take like
Okay, yeah.
5 to
So
7
you
years.
agree with me?
I completely
agree with
agree.
me.
I'm just saying like theoretically, if you really love chess,
I'm also 29.
Oh yeah.
So,
In chess, when you're older,
so
it's a lot
I'm not.
harder to improve.
Yeah.
Um, like age is a big thing. But let's say
Yes.
you woke up one day, I was like, I want to be the U.S. Women's Chess Champion. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I do believe that I have a good mind for games, but I'm just saying it's like an insurmountable difference because people start playing at like 3, you know? And then like they spend their whole life training for it, and then there's no okay, in other games, in video games there's patches, right? So if I play Hearthstone or like and I haven't played in years, I can still go back and learn because a lot of people are learning this like new content. But there's no patch in chess. So everything you learn is like additive, right? So I can't catch up because time moves at the same pace for me as with everyone else. So like every year that I spend on chess, other people are still spending that year on chess.
Hmm.
So it's like so hard to close that gap.
Yeah, but I definitely think there's a
Anyway,
market for people like streaming chess when they're like lower rated and improving. Like, do you know who BoxBox is?
yep,
Like
he's my friend.
he was streaming chess and getting more viewers than usual in chess
Yeah, but why did he quit then?
because he probably got sick of it. Because he was putting in a lot of hours as well. I don't know why he quit, but like there is like it's not like you can still get good
Because it's
viewers.
not as exciting when you don't have a goal.
That's true. That's
What
true.
is the goal? Like my goal right now is to win PogChamps too, right? That's the goal. That's his goal. It's the same thing. When you're
Hmm.
training for something specific with a specific end goal, people want to see that. It's like a storyline. It's great. But if I'm just like, oh, I'm like, okay, guys, we're going for 1300. I don't think people really care about shit.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Okay, let me get the game. 1 second.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's a goal that I am not interested in, David. Like, I'm interested in the 5 years that it would take for me to get a title, and that's being generous. That's saying I'm like a fucking genius, and it takes me 5 years. I think it would take way more.
Okay, so in
Uh,
yeah.
what could I accomplish in 5 years? Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So again, like let's say they play knight of 3. Um,
You recommend the queen over
yeah, I
the
recommend the
okay,
queen, but it's fun. Like let's see bring the knight in.
and
Now
they take this?
well they wouldn't necessarily take because now you can go here, right? And you're attacking both of these. Um, so you're gonna win a pawn back anyways. But
Yeah,
now
so
they
it's not
can
even that
develop this.
bad.
They can develop this way.
Okay.
And now the issue
Oh.
is that when they like play queen out and you castle, number one you could have taken this way and forced the queen to take. Number two, if the knight comes out, you can take, right? And you double the pawns. It's just not good, right? See how like so that's why I wouldn't
Okay.
recommend it. But again, they kind of have to play bishop d3. Um,
Has taught me that knight next.
no swearing. Uh, yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, that's why I did it.
I think it's I don't
No,
know.
no, no, but you play this opening a lot, right? He hates this opening.
Yeah. He's known for bashing on this opening in all of
But
his
you like this
commentary.
open? You play a lot of this?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well then I will listen to you.
Yeah, no, he just I don't know if he's not a big French fan. I don't really get. I think it's more of like a meme thing, but people like to trash on it unnecessarily, in my opinion. But it's
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I'm fine with this opening. It's just really difficult. It's honestly, you say the concepts are easy, but they're not.
Yeah,
They're
no,
maybe easy for you. They are ridiculously hard concepts.
I
There's
understand
so
that
many different, like, you know what's simple? The London. Simple.
Yeah. I that's
This is not simple.
Yeah. Just the general thing is to bring like the bishop here, rook here, knight here, knight here. Like that's just a common setup you can go for, right? Like that's the baseline. Um, and from that baseline you can start to build onto more interesting ideas. Like we talked about pawn structure, right? We got into some more advanced stuff like with pawn structure. And actually, what was really good of you to pick up on was when I explained that this bishop was like really bad. I didn't even have to tell you that. Like you just understood that from experience, right? Like you had played a lot of games and you're like, oh, this bishop's
Yeah, it's
trash.
the French bishop.
Oh, so you
I've
even
heard that a lot.
okay, good. Yeah. That's the
I
really
watch some videos. I try
okay.
to study, but it's a lot of information. So it's not like when someone tells me something once, I can understand it.
For sure. I understand that completely. That's something that'll come with time that you're gonna be able to remember and internalize things more. But I think that you remember a lot of things. Uh, Sorry, I have an angry streamer asking for VIP in my chat. But she's not even a sub, but she's asking for VIP. But it's okay. No, just sorry. You've met Chiyu, right?
Yeah, she actually coached me a bit.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. No, Chiyu, I go way back. We go back
Yeah,
to
she's great.
yeah. It's funny how in the chess world everyone
Oh, we
knows
should
each.
do hand and brain. I think she brought it up.
Oh,
She
hand
wants
and
to do one.
oh yeah, hand and brain.
Mhm.
Chiyu
I'm
says
down.
that, but then she just starts trash talking you right after and challenges you to a match. Um,
What? What?
so like so like I would get it. She would like be like, "Yo, Hans, I do a hand and brain stream," and then it would like devolve into like a match. Anyways, anyways, no, she was nice. Chiyu like protected me from bullies in Mexico from pushing me in the pool, so I always would be a big fan of her. That story plus sounds really weird without context, but nice
Oh.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, super wholesome, right? Yeah. Anyways, um, okay, so you got the idea, right? Like with okay, ask me questions. Like
I
just
think so.
ask away. Ask.
Stop them from developing.
Mhm.
Okay, so if they do this,
Always
then
have
my
this.
response. Okay, fuck. Yeah, you're right. Usually they do something about this. Usually, let's say, what do they? What do they do? Honestly, sometimes they get impatient and take, but then I just take with a bishop and I'm chilling.
Mhm.
And
Okay,
then
I have a question. I have a
sometimes,
question. I'm gonna give you. Oh, this is a little trap, right? Now you might be tempted to take, but we have a trick here. What is the trick?
uh, what is the trick? What is the trick?
Yep.
Check.
Mhm. Discovery winning the queen.
Yep,
So in
I
order
got
to
it.
stop that check, what move do you play next?
This. That's why we do this.
Yep. Yep. Sorry if that wasn't clear.
Ah.
I realized I could have made that a little more clear, but
Yeah,
you get
I
it now.
never moved this because I'm like, what's the point?
But to get
But that helps.
but the bishop out here, right, is another like if you can get to here and trade this. Like there's actually this line where you actually play queen b6 first, and you don't even move the knight, but you move the bishop out, then you immediately trade this bishop off. This one's too complicated, so I don't want to teach you this. But this isn't even a more direct plan, right? To like this is a common idea to trade off the bishop, because once you have the bishop, then everything else is so simple, right? That's getting rid of the French bishops. Like
Okay, but I'm not gonna do that.
yeah, no.
Because...
Anyways, yeah, no. But you get like that's just an example of what the
I'm doing
bishop.
this.
Uh,
I'm doing that.
it's just that's just like the general, you know, like reasoning of how the idea could work, right?
But right after they do this, I should be going queen,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So that they don't have an easy development because then they can only do this or this, right?
If,
That's like their most natural moves.
yeah, if they go this, then if this is weak, this is also
If
not.
they go here, this is weak.
Well, if you go here, right, you're gonna lose the pawn,
I take.
right?
Oh, okay. So then let's say they. Oh my God. Let's say they do this.
You,
Yeah, we
okay,
covered this.
okay. What's really funny is that I am like
What?
going in our first exact lesson. You asked the exact same questions, like in the
Well, I
exact
just
same
it's
order.
so
No. It's just it's good that you're asking their questions, but I could probably look at the VOD and match up the
I'm
exact VODs. No,
sorry.
it's okay. No, I just wanted to mention it. I just found it funny that I could probably match up the VODs and you ask the exact same questions in the exact same order.
Oh, it's hard.
Yeah, but it's okay. You're getting it. You're gonna retain much more of it now. But the opening, okay.
Yeah.
But now notice how this is blocking the bishop, right? We actually talked about this, right?
Yes, and the knight.
Exactly.
It's just super bad for him.
Hmm.
So we're just gonna keep developing, and then I'm gonna put this here, and then I'm gonna smile probably. I don't know.
Yeah, this is the idea as well.
Oh fuck, dude. Oh my god, I'm overwhelmed. This is
Okay.
the French is so hard.
It is. Any questions? Ask any questions that might make you feel more comfortable with the opening.
Okay, when do I want to go this way? When do I want to go this way? Why wouldn't I always just go this way?
Well,
Or why wouldn't I?
this is normally
Oh,
always
so
the
this
best.
blocks this, I guess.
Like
Which way?
let's say you're gonna go here, right? You wouldn't want to go here because after takes, then they can develop their bishop, right, with tempo. Because you normally don't want to take with a queen. When they take, right, you want to take with a bishop
Mm-hmm.
because it's active, right? And you're also attacking the
Yeah.
pawn as well.
So how come you told me to go this way before?
Well, that is only good in a few scenarios. One of the scenarios is they're not taking. Like, and also, what the other scenario, the net bishop was already out. Generally, the knight's going to be good here. Like, I think it's going to be fine. You don't really need to worry too much about it. I think you can if you're generally safe with knight h6. Um,
Okay.
it's probably the safer option in a lot of situations. Um,
But what if they go here again? Then I'm gonna
well,
be
you're
taking
not
this
going to play
pawn.
this immediately. You're going to play queen b6 first.
Ah!
Um, just
Okay, let's play. Wait, let me be black.
okay, yeah,
Go,
we can go from the
go.
beginning.
Just you can
Okay.
do. Yeah. Can you reset the board?
Yep.
Just you can do whatever move, and see how I respond. It doesn't have to be exactly what we just looked over.
So are you the Michael Jordan of female esports gamers?
I mean, I don't play competitive anymore, but when I was 17, I was a pro WoW player, and then when I was 21, I won a dream hack for a different game. So I've won titles in 2 games that were, like I was the only girl competing in it, but co-ed. So, and back then it was less heard of. So a lot of people still bring that stuff up, but I don't think it's impressive anymore. It was so long ago.
But you played
But
WoW
people
and,
like bring that up.
and what other game?
This stupid game called Bloodline Champions. It's dead. It's a really small game, but it was like more skill intensive than World of Warcraft. But it had a really small player base. But I won DreamHack, which is like a big
Yeah, I know what DreamHack is. Yeah.
Swedish.
No, I know what DreamHack is.
Oh, okay. So I won the big title for that one, and then I get pretty high rated in a lot of games I play. But now I'm a streamer first, and then a competitor second. So I don't really have the same aspirations as I did when I was younger. Because you should know, right? Being a streamer is just infinitely better. I don't know if you know.
well,
It's
well,
just infinitely better. As an adult, it's infinitely better.
Yeah, I can see as an adult for sure. I still have hopes and dreams that haven't been crushed yet. But once I
Yeah,
realize I can't be successful and I never beat Hikaru, then I'll probably default to making instructional YouTube videos, and stop preparing and spending 10 hours a day preparing against his openings and playing match after match after match against him and losing and getting adopted and getting laughed at. And,
Okay. You're gonna do great. You're so young. You have so much time. I'm just saying,
I'm
when I
sorry.
was 17, I only cared about winning as well. Like, I only cared about competing. And same, like, even DreamHack, for Bloodline Champions, I didn't do it for the money or anything like that. I just, like, wanted to compete. But now just my aspirations are different. So, I mean, I still get pretty high rated in the games I play, but it's not my priority. I don't spend time grinding. I guess I spend time grinding off stream for chess. Like this thing, when I have a specific goal that feels obtainable and it's like beneficial. I feel like if I win
That's good.
PogChamps too, it's beneficial for my career too, right? Like just in general.
Good money as well. The exposure,
It's not really
money.
the money for me, because streaming is more money than playing in PogChamps. Like
True, but there's also it's like 10K for first. It's not bad.
yeah. It's not bad, but I'm just saying I'm not playing PogChamps for the money.
Yeah, no, for sure. If you win, that'll definitely gonna grow your stream.
Exactly. So it just like gives me more and more credibility, and that's why I'm upset with the tournament rules. We don't have to talk about that anymore though. And then
No, I'm off Chess TV. You can say what you can say whatever you want if you wanna.
oh, I mean, I'm not trying to put you in. You don't have to say anything. But
No, I
my
agree.
opinion.
I agree. No, of course. I think there should be some evaluation for sure, reevaluation to consider how that how
Yeah. I hope so. I'm gonna talk to them because I honestly might even consider dropping out because this is some bullshit. The principle of it. But for now, I'm gonna wait for the response. And what were we talking about? Oh yeah. I'm just saying I used to be like people refer to me as like a really good female gamer, but honestly, I would like to just be recognized as good at games in general because I got #1 in titles, not just for being female.
Yeah, no,
It's
for
really
sure.
annoying when people bring that up.
Yeah, I understand that. It's just someone in my chat said that, so I was curious because I don't know much about your gaming background, and I'm sure it's very impressive. Just didn't
Thank
know
you.
it. Okay, so let's go back to let's go from the beginning. Yeah, I hope that you don't drop out. I think you should really participate, and that you have a really great chance at winning.
Well, I know I have a chance of winning, but I'm too much of a maybe I'm too headstrong about this kind of stuff. I really don't like seeing things that are this unfair. I don't like being a part of it.
I get it. It's good that you have the principles. Okay, so move. What are you gonna play here? I want to make sure
Oh,
this
yep.
is
This.
okay. Knight f3.
Okay, and then I am going to I should know this. Yes, I do know this. Right?
Mhm.
Yes. And then okay, now I take No. No. You are not threatening. You are threatening it. So I should just go this way. I should go this way.
Yep.
Castled? Okay. Well, I'm gonna go here. Is this wrong?
Oh, the move's not showing up for some reason. Oh no. Oh never. So yeah, perfect. And now this is great. This is exactly what we need to do. Let's say take.
Okay, you took. So I will take with my bishop.
Perfect. That's it. That's all the important stuff that you need to know.
Yeah, and this just puts me in a better position than my
Mhm.
opponent, right?
Yep. E5 can also be weak. You can go queen c7 and target it. So all good.
And if they ever move their bishop, then I just take this pawn?
Yep. Exactly. So the bishop is kind of locked down. You know, they could go
Cool.
b4 attacking it, but you can just move back. b4 is kind of extending, overextending.
And
Could
then
be.
they push again?
Well, if they push again, you can just move over, right? And this is a weakness now because it's over, like it's extended far. Like when pawns move up, you create a weakness. Um.
Yeah, but I don't know how to take advantage of it. I understand
Well, again, okay, I'll explain. So I'll explain. So you have this square on c4. This is now c4 would now be an outpost.
Oh, yeah. So now I would want to go here next.
Yeah. Mhm.
What would that? Well, okay, let's say they do this. What is their next best move?
Let's say they just develop a knight. You just castle, bring the bishop out. You can bring a bishop here, putting pressure on the b5 pawn. Let's say they protect it, then I would just bring my rook to c8, pressure here, and just,
Wait,
you know,
yeah.
again, you're just playing on the open c file. You have a good knight.
Now
You have a good,
they do this.
you have all
They
types.
do
You know,
this.
again, this is just general stuff, right?
Yeah. But here, I'm white. I just want to see.
Okay,
Y-
so you know, I could actually bring my bishop back to c5, now that it's not cut off.
Okay.
I could play a6,
But why
possibly,
would you want your bishop here?
to put pressure on the f2 pawn. Because
But that's only. But the
it's
rook is.
yeah, but the rook kind of can't really move, right? And it's an active square for my bishop on the diagonal. Um, I could play a6. I could play rook to c7, rook to c8, and double. All are very normal moves. I don't want to go into too much. Like I don't want to
Okay.
overcomplicate. But
I know, but just sometimes I get to the part where I'm like, should be winning, and then I'm lost, and then I do
mhm.
a blunder because I don't know. I don't have a game plan from there. You know? Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
yeah, I understand for
Like,
sure.
like one thing I remember doing a session with Anna, and I was like, wait. He's like, look, you're in such a good position, you can just win from here. And I was like, no, wait, walk me to the checkmate. Like, I don't understand, like a plan, like where I should be hitting. But
Yeah,
So right now, I know his pieces are locked down, but like I don't even know how to route my pieces to his king or like to target a weakness. Like I'll keep saying target a weakness, but like for me, but
well,
I don't
e5
see a.
is a targeted weakness. You could play queen to c7 and attack it, right? And
Okay.
again, it's all about you can castle, bring your bishop out. Like the thing about the French is that you're gonna see the exact same ideas played. So you're gonna see bishop f4 being played. See maybe queen c7, bishop. Bishop's gonna come out to d7. Rook's gonna come to c8. These are all very um solid ideas, right? That you're gonna see in a lot of your games. So once you repeat them in a lot of your games, you're gonna feel more comfortable with it. Um, um,
Yeah,
or,
for sure, for sure.
so
It's just
again,
I still feel like I'm blundering in the French, which is sad because I play it so much.
and I think that what could help you even more is if you have a specific game where you have a question, you can really get to the heart of what is unclear, um, or what is being like, or there's like a gap in understanding, as well. So if you play a game,
Hmm.
um, or just any type of general thing, you could save that maybe. That would be useful for a future teaching session.
Sure.
Um, so let me see. Okay. So you get this. The one I think you might have more trouble remembering is the takes, right?
Hmm.
Um,
I remember. I remember. So develop. You play white.
I'll play white. Perfect.
Gonna
Now,
put it here.
yeah, because I didn't do the preventative, right? And I push.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect, you're getting it.
And then the queen goes here eventually.
Mhm.
Do I need to develop this? Can I do
Yep.
this now?
That's probably the first order. You want to start with the knight?
Why?
Because if you move the queen, right, you're committing to queenside. But if you move the knight first, you can still castle kingside and not have any like consequences.
Okay.
Because
That's a good.
yeah, because if you
Yep.
move your queen, right, and you castle kingside, that's not as good as like you would rather have the knight develop than the queen, right? It's selective, but in general it's the same thing. Um, let's say I move the
Yeah.
knight out, and how you're gonna
Okay.
continue.
Mm, I'm gonna continue by moving my queen out now.
Mhm.
I'm gonna castle because I don't like that. And am I scared of your? No.
Mhm. Perfect, right? And then now you're gonna start to push your pawns towards your opponent. So what pawns are you gonna start to push?
A6 into B5.
No. You're not gonna push
Huh?
near your
Oh, no,
king,
no,
right?
not mine. Not mine. That was the French. I'm pushing these ones. I'm pushing F. No, no, no. Wait. Which ones? Which ones? F6 into G5?
Yeah,
Or is it
yeah.
G6 into F5?
F6 into G5. You could even play
What?
G5 immediately because there's a
Whatever.
pin. You don't even need to play F6. You can play G5 and then G4, and then you can open up the G file to put more pressure on the attack.
Oh, okay. Okay, wait. Can you do a move?
Yeah, I'll play B4. This is probably what this is how they attack, and then you're gonna continue.
I shouldn't be scared. I'm freaking scared when they do this shit.
Okay, but let's say they go knight push here, then you can just bring your knight over, and you kind of block it. Um, you're
Why do I block?
well, how are they gonna push their pawns? If they push right, you kind of have a block. The knight blockades very well.
Yeah.
So now you can you push, you take, and then you're gonna bring your rook in. You're gonna have all sorts of ideas on the G file.
Oh, I go here and then I can even go there.
Exactly, perfect.
Cause the
Knight can
pin.
come in, the bishop is pointing, the queen can come in. You could even double the rooks maybe, and you're just a lot faster. Um, your attack is a lot faster.
This is good. This helps. This helps a lot. This helps a lot. Like a lot, a lot.
Okay, great.
Cause I can kind of see a plan. Cause honestly, when you say like in the French, you're like, yeah, well, you're in a much better position now, so you just play normally.
Yeah,
Really?
that's yeah. Well, the thing with that is that it's mainly about like setting up your regular position. Like if you're able to get your pieces on good squares and active squares, you're able to get the good setup.
Yeah.
That's where I feel comfortable. Like I've done my part as a coach to where you have gotten a position where it's like
Yeah.
an even playing field, you know? Like you don't like
No,
lose.
that's true.
Hmm.
That's true. And that's what Nepo coached me a little. And that was the main concept for I mean every coach has expressed it, so he's not the first one too. But he really drove in the point of like not worrying about the moves so much as putting your units on good squares, like useful squares.
Yeah, that makes sense that Nepo explained that.
So that was helpful. But it's easier said than done.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Especially when there's so many like tactics and stuff.
Yeah. Mhm.
I
Um.
feel like the only tactic I know is like stealing that pawn in the French. When they pin my when they for some reason some of the people at my reading try to trade my light bishop. So that's
Oh, I
the
think
only
is
one.
this the one you're talking about? I think I know
Yeah,
which.
yeah. And then I do this and they do this and then I go this and then they develop something and then I go boom and they're like boom and I go this. This is like my favorite.
Oh, you know
I'm really
this.
comfortable with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Oh,
Has showed it to me.
okay,
And
perfect.
it took me I want to point out he showed it to me and I didn't get it for like so many times, but I analyzed my games and it told me I missed this. And then it started sinking in. Cause like you tell me a lot of things and you've shown me things multiple times, but I'm just saying I am listening and I'm trying to listen, but it's a lot of information.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I have to play it. Like I've done this like I don't know how many games now, but like I always you know it's like a gut reaction now.
Mhm.
Whereas everything else is like oh fuck oh fuck oh fuck.
Yeah, yeah. No, this is good that you know this idea, and that you're comfortable playing it.
Yeah, and I've seen this position and it's like just always this pattern, like this pattern,
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. And
with
you
the
just have
knight,
exactly.
with the
It's the
knight and
same
the
thing.
bishops.
Mhm. Mhm. Exactly.
So I'm starting to see stuff like that more, but it's hard. It's freaking hard.
Yep. No, chess is very difficult. Chess is very very difficult. Okay. So yeah,
Okay, well thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah. So
Sorry, what?
yeah, no, I'm just happy. It seems like you learned more and you're gonna retain more of the
I
information.
think so, but don't be disappointed when I fuck up the French, cause it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's gonna
I'll
happen.
take a look at some of your games after
Okay.
to check
Thank
in.
you.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good stream.
Alright. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.